Hey guys, Angie Beth, my fairy treasures. Okay, you guys, this is what we're gonna make today. It's a bundle of envelopes with goodies inside. Okay, so I just think this looks so cool. Look at this whole little bundle of envelopes that have been totally decorated up and everything. So let me show you. I'm gonna have to cut this off, and I have tons of twine, so no big deal. And then you bundle them all together. So it's a little bundle of postage. A postage bundle. I gotta decide how to title this. But I have more twine. In fact, I won't throw that away because I could use it on something else, of course. All right, so let me just show you each one what we're gonna do. Look how pretty this is. And I seen this on somebody's video. It might have been, you know what, I'm not even going to say because I can't remember. I saw someone, they had, I don't know how they did it, but I just saw the idea in their junk journal, or somebody gave them a junk journal. I can't remember, but I just remember that I wrote that idea down and I loved it. So what I did is I took an envelope. You can coffee stain them, or I just almost distressed it. I put some lacy fabric here. I used a postage stamp here in the middle. I used a little image here of this beautiful rose and my handmade postage stamps. And then you do close. What I do is you close up the whole thing. See how it's been closed, and then you rip it so it looks like it's been ripped open, which I think that part looks really cool. See how it's all uneven, like it's been ripped open. And then inside I have a tag. This is little French pieces of paper, which are super fragile. It's all in French. I think this is the French one. Yeah. And they kind of broke. And then I just took this. This is really cool, and I folded it up. I folded it up like an envelope. But this is like a French document that I used that baby oil technique on, so it's all see-through. Isn't that cool? See how you can see through it? I love it. And then inside I have a little picture of this little black girl. Look how precious she is. Absolutely adore her. And then this, and then I just put little pieces of lace at them. These were just sitting on my desk, and I just threw a little piece of fabric here and a little piece of lace there, and then just fold these back up. And I have them folded like an envelope. Okay, so just fold it so it's like an envelope, so when someone looks at it, they think it's a little envelope. They don't even think that it's an actual piece of paper, which I absolutely love that whole idea. So see, it looks like a little envelope. And inside of that, did I do that here? I think I did. I think I went like this and just put these little, that's just some little French pieces of book page that I just decided to put like that, just because I did. Okay, my other one I did, same thing. I did a piece of lace here, and then this was a vintage scrap that I had left over sitting on my desk, so I glued that on. Some little pink lace here, again that postage stamp again, and a little picture of, this lady makes these dolls, and she sells them, I believe, on Instagram. She shows them on Facebook, and she has a YouTube channel, and that all the information will be below, okay? And she gave me permission to use these in my collages for my printables. And and then this one, oh, what I did here is I made this one look like an envelope again, see, and I stamped on it. How cool that looks. So I used a this is another postage stamp, stamp I have, so I put that on, and then this is one of my homemade stamps. And then on this side, this is where it looks like an envelope, but I had to fold it in a little bit. This is just a little guest receipt. Open it up. That her work again, and I would tell you her name, but I can't even pronounce her name. And I don't have anything inside of this one. It's just like this. You know, I should probably put this little guest check inside of here so I have something in here. I'm just looking to see if I have anything else to put in here. You know, I have this. Let's put this in here. This little, I had this sitting on my desk. We're going to put that in there too. Just so we have something in there when we open it. Okay. And then we will. Oh, you know, I have some rusted paper clips, and I wanted to start using those. So let's take away this one, and let's get one of my rusteds. I just made a video, you can watch it, it's right before this one, on how to rust paper clips. You do it with alcohol ink and 70% alcohol. I thought it had to be 80% alcohol, but it works with the 70%. Just look at my rusted paper clip. I love it. Okay, so, and then this, so it's like an envelope within an envelope. So this goes back in here, but it's an envelope just folded up like paper. I guess they used to do that in the olden days. They would fold up paper to make it look like an envelope, and then they would seal it with, of course, like a wax seal. And that would be the envelope. They didn't use separate envelopes. So if you think about it, you can do that too. You could just fold it up, your paper up, make it look like an envelope, and put your postage on there. Okay. Does this open up at all? Okay, this one, okay, this is what I did. This one doesn't open up because I sealed it, and because I kind of messed up, and I thought, well, what else can I do? But I did the front. This is a little piece of fabric with a rose, and then another part of this over here, and then one of my handmade stamps, and then I put a one of my postal stamps here. But anyway, I had sealed it, and I forgot to rip it open, and then I had already glued on this French text. So I just turned it into like a tag on the back. So I glued her on. So there's another cool idea, I think. These are, you make them out of one sheet, like an 6x6, 8x8, 10x10, 4x4. I think this is 8x8 piece of paper. So you just cut it square. I coffee dyed it and just made these envelopes. And I have a video on how to make these envelopes. So look in my playlist and you can see how to make these. They're super simple. And then this right here is just one of those layered, it's a bunch of layered papers and stuff. This is one of my page embellishments that I like to make, little clusters. So this is a cluster in itself, just layering papers. Okay, just layering a bunch of papers that are sitting on my desk. And I love doing that. And I love the guest checks. You can stamp them too. A lot of times I stamp them, but I didn't stamp this one. This is another envelope. Oh, these are envelopes from Dollar Tree. These are those coin envelopes from Dollar Tree. And we decorated these. Look how cool that looks. I love that. So French. And I have a video on that too. How to decorate Dollar Tree coin envelopes. And then in here, oh my God, my husband just made popcorn. It smells so good. Here's a tag. Another tag and another tag. Okay, and that's what's inside of here. Oh my God, my husband's driving me crazy. You know, once someone pops popcorn, it goes throughout the whole house. Oh my goodness, I love it. I may stop this video, go get myself a bowl of popcorn, and then continue on with this video. We'll see. Okay, so all that goes back in here. And if I wanted to, I could have decorated this envelope too. I think I am going to we'll see. But right now I'm leaving it like this. I love the coffee stain and enjoying that. Okay, here's another one where I didn't do anything. All I did was copy. Okay, I coffee stained the envelope. I put my homemade stamps here. And I have a video on how to make your own handmade stamps. Just check my check in my playlist. And then I used one of the postage stamps on here. Another little stamp there. I put one of my wax seals on the back. And I already had opened it up, like I always do. So it can turn it into like a pocket. I have a video on how to make your own wax seals. So you can look in my playlist for that. And then I made a tag. This is a cardstock, coffee dye piece of cardstock, layered two. You know what I like to do? I like to layer two different colors of book page. This is a wider page, a wider page of book page, and this is a darker page of book page. So start layering your book pages on like how white or brown they are. So that looks really cool. I discovered that one day. I went, oh, this is so much lighter than this one. That looks really cool. And then this picture that I found in a book of these two ladies, and just a little tag I made. And then again, taking paper and just making a little, with a string there. I put a hole at the top, and this is that lady's her dolls or her stuffed animals that she makes. I call them dolls. And then just a bunch of stuff. Really cool tags. Bam. Okay? And all of that is in this envelope. Paper stacks. That's what you call these. Just little stacks. Little paper stacks. These are a great thing to make. If you have a bunch of, which we always do, a bunch of scraps on your desk, they're making a bunch of paper stacks. They're kind of like they're kind of like take the place of a tag. They're really cool. You can even throw fabric in there, lace in there, whatever's on your desk. It's little paper stacks. Okay, so, and then all of this gets stacked on each other, and you bundle it up with some twine. Okay? All right, so I'm not going to twine these up right now because I just showed this to you. Okay. We put those over there. All right, so okay, so we're going to go one by one. I have this one to do, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we'll see how far we get, okay? But I did go ahead and got a little head start. I picked out what pictures I'm going to use, what lace or fabric I'm going to use, and I went ahead and I Tim Holtz distressed these already, okay? But I, just for the sake of, so you can see how I Tim Holtz distressed these, I didn't do it to this one, okay? All right, so what I like to use is I like to use Tim Holtz Distress Oxide tea dye. I also, there's some other ones I like too, like you could use Vintage Photo, but I'm really liking this tea dye right now. Just a second, let me get my makeup brush, which I hope is over here. Also some, there we go, dark brown ink. And I need my makeup brush. I want the big one. Okay, and I love these makeup brushes from Dollar Tree. Yeah, you can get this size at Dollar Tree. And this is one I had in my stash for my makeup, but I, you know, of course, using it in my, and they're great for, they're great for using with your inks. I have tons of them, so that, you know, like this one right here goes for like the lighter colors where there's like tea dye or there's one called Antique Paper. I like that one too. I think I have it right here. Yeah, I have it right here. I love antique. Oh, antique linen. I love that one too. Sometimes I mix the antique linen and these together. But for the sake of time, let's just use this one. And I'm not going to worry about opening up the envelope and doing it because this is going to be glued down. Okay? And the more messy you are about it, the better, because we're trying to create aged paper, right? So don't worry about getting anything perfect. You want it to look uneven and messy because we're trying to create age. Okay. And then I always like to take my blender here and of course go around the edges. This adds to the whole age thing of it all. And then I also like to do it to the edge of this too, right here. So we don't forget about that. And make sure you get this crevice right here done really good. All right. All right, so we got that done. So the next step is you want to close this. So I'm just going to lick it and we're going to close it. Get that closed now. Also, we want to open this, right? So I'm going to take my knife and open this up. You could also rip it too, which could look really cool. Okay. But I just opened it up like that. All right. And then, you know what? I'm just going to put a little glue here because, not the whole thing, just this part here. It unglued. Okay. So now we have this. Now we need to put a stamp on here. Let me make sure I get all my... I'm going to put that there to make sure I have all my steps. Alright, so I have two different postage stamps. I have this one, okay, and then this one, the thing's already, I've had it for so long. I have this one. So we'll do this one because I haven't done this one very much. And I'm going to get out my black ink. I can use a dark brown or a black ink, but I think I want to use black. So I'm going to use black. I like to rub the ink on it and then pat it. Just to get it really loaded up. Loaded up. Is that a word? Yeah, it is. Okay. And we're going to put the postage stamp in here. And the next one I'll use that stamp that you guys are seeing right there. And inside of each envelope, I already prepared everything in advance. Everything, so we can just put, like I made a little kit for myself for the video. So we can just put everything together. Look at that. Isn't that stamp beautiful? Get these postage stamps whenever you see them, especially if you can get them on sale. And if you can get them on clearance, pick them up. I have 2 or 3 of them. Definitely 2, because 2 are sitting here. I think I have another one somewhere. Okay, anyway. First thing I'd like to do is put the lace on here. Oh, did I? Oh, shoot. I needed to have my hot glue, my glue gun heated up, and I didn't do it yet. So just a second. All right. Just a second, guys. Sorry. All right. My hot glue is heating up. Sorry about that. I think I need to buy a new glue gun. I have the big fat one that takes the fat sticks, but for the skinny one, I think I'm on my last one. I had like 5 glue guns, but finally I think they've all given out. Alright, so let me just kind of show you. This piece of lace here, I love it. Just looked at my stash of laces. This could be a piece of lace, it could be a piece of fabric, whatever. That's going to get hot glued on there. You know what? Let me cut this up. Cut this open, because I can use this twice on something else if I open this up. So just a second, I didn't realize that it was cut off something like a shirt or something. There we go. Now I can have another piece of lace for something else. Perfect. So that's going to go right there. This, I think this all goes together here. Yeah. Okay, so while my hot glue gun is heating up, all right, we'll put that together. That goes there. This, all of this. Oh yeah, this is going to go like that. Okay, so these are the things that are going to go inside. This is going to go right here. Okay, so let's glue some things together while my hot glue gun is going. It's getting heated up. So I have these handmade stamps. And just look up handmade stamps in my playlist or do a search. if you ever want to find a video of somebody's, just go to their homepage. At the top of their homepage, not the YouTube search, but their homepage search, and just put in what you want, and it'll come up. Like you can say handmade stamps on my homepage, and it'll come up. I think that could be quicker than looking through my playlist, because my playlists are very long. So, or just look at my videos and just go through my videos, and you'll find it. So there's several ways to do it. I always have these stamps on hand. Always. And then this little picture here, isn't that precious? Let's age it a little bit. So I have my distress tool. Get one of these in your life. They're called the distress tool. This is a Stampin' Up. Tim Holtz used to have one. I haven't seen it in years. But just Google it. Any of the craft stores online will have them. You just Google it. Distressing tool. And if you don't have a distressing tool, you can always use a like a steak knife. And then let's just go like this. Sometimes that happens. And whatever ink I have left on here is what I'm using. Okay, and then let's put some glue on here. If you get these Jot glue sticks, because I heard someone say that they didn't work for them, you need to hit every area like 3 times. So get a lot of glue on there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and it will be very, very sticky. Don't just hit it once. And that's almost with any glue stick. I find that you need to put a nice amount on the glue sticks. My Yoo-Hoo glue sticks, I have to do the same thing. I have to still put a nice amount on my Yoo-Hoo glue sticks. You know, I need to get myself out a piece of book page. Here we go. Or something just to use as a glue surface so I don't keep getting it messy right there. Okay, so we have that. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is inside of here, I want this just to be a tag, like a layered tag in my envelope. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this on here. So let's do that first. Did I put the glue on? Oh, there it is. Okay. See how I'm hitting it like 3 times in each section? Okay. Okay. I wanted to center that a little more, but whatever. And then I want, and this is a piece of coffee stained index card. Then this is a little piece of muslin. I want to put that down. And then I want to put the picture right on top of this and have that muslin like on the side there, like that. But I need my hot glue gun, so hopefully this hot glue gun is ready to go. It is. Okay. So let's glue this down. Ooh, they have Christmas ones of these little spatulas. I can't wait. Hopefully I can find it. I haven't seen it yet. I want a Christmas one. It has a gingy on it. Super cute. And then we want to put this on here. I bought so many of these Jot glue sticks because at back to school they're normally $4 for $1, but because of back to school they were you got eight in a pack. I picked up over not all at one time, but throughout the back to school season I picked up like probably 10 packs. I have enough glue sticks for life. Let me make sure that I'm not working. There we go. Hopefully that stays glued down to that fabric. If it doesn't, we'll hot glue that side. But look how pretty of a layered little tag that is. Isn't that beautiful? And then you can always write on the back if you wanted to. Okay. Now that our hot glue is ready, let's put this down right here. Okay. And whenever I'm using fabric, I pretty much always love to use hot glue. Whenever I'm using fabric, especially. Hot glue and fabric is perfect together. Perfect. So we got that. So now we have this, and we're going to stick this in here. So that's one of the first things that's going to go in here. Look how fabulous that looks. Isn't that just so pretty? I love it. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is put this together. I already had this prepared. Okay, and we have this tag. We have this tag. Aren't they fabulous? This is a little French piece of book page. Very old. And then we have this, like another little card. So we're just making another paper stack. Then I have this little vintage thing here. And then this is some tickets. I make these tickets. I also have a thing to show you how to make your own Temu inspired vintage tickets. And that's going to go there. And then I have it all with this little brad, which I think is kind of cool. So this will all move, and then this is the Tim Holtz ticket. But we're going to take that and we're going to put that on top of here. But we got to put a hole in all of this. So I need a paper clip. Just a regular paper clip. Just to hold this together while I put a hole in all of this. Okay, so let me get, oh man. Oh, there it is. I dropped this and it went into a black hole, but I found it. Okay, take my awl and let's make a hole. Just estimating the center. Guesstimating. Okay. And when you're going to use a brad, I would use like an awl or some type of pokey tool. They have these pokey tools at Dollar Tree. They're like an awl. Instead of putting a hole in it, because then I think it'll be too big for this brad. So, open this up. Squeeze your brad back together. Put that in here. I'm leaving that paper clip on until I get everything bound together. So that everything stays together. Did I get that? Come on, little Brad. Get together. Sounds like I'm talking to a guy named Brad. I'm talking to this little Brad here. Okay, I think I got it now. Yes, we got it. And there we go. So see, put that all together. Now we can take off the paper clip. And what I love about it is, it's like, I love how this all moves. Everything can move. Isn't that cool? So another little paper stack and another way of doing a little paper stack. And we'll put that in here. Okay, so one down. 4 or 5 more to go. Okay, so we got that one down. Okay, so that one's done. Next. Now, we don't have to ink all this because I did the pre-inking, just to save us time, but I wanted to at least do the inking and everything on with one of them. Okay, so again, this one we need to lick it and shut it. This one we're going to rip. So I just like to start the rip a little bit so I can... There we go. That rip look like that looks really cool, don't you think? I think so. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is put on, I have all these little things. Let's put our lace on. Okay. And do you have to decorate these envelopes like this? No. You could just... Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put my stamp on here. In fact, I'll leave a stamp up here on my desk so I don't forget to do that. You could just put a postage stamp on it. Or if you don't even have a postage stamp, you know what you could do? You could just write on here in your own handwriting, like, and put an address on there. Make up some address and put that on there and do it in your own handwriting, which could look really cool too. I should do something like that. So you don't have to have this postage stamp. Let's suppose you don't have one, just handwrite it. Put a name on there, put an address, and do it by hand, which I think would look really cool too. It'll actually even look more real. Okay. So we have that there, and that's what that postage stamp looks like. Okay. And from here it should go pretty quick because I pre-did a lot of steps. Just to make it easier. Just make it easier for the video. People don't have all day to watch me hem and haw, make decisions and all that. So I'm going to put this beautiful, look at this little pretty lacy flower. That's going to go right here. Right in the middle. Let's go like this with it. There we go. And you don't need a ton of glue, just a little bit. Like I'm just putting one little dot of glue on here on these petals to get them, well maybe two little dots, just to get it glued down. Perfect. Glue strings drive me nuts. Okay. And then we have her. Look how beautiful this little girl is. Oh, just think she's adorable. Let's use our distressing tool again. Where's my distressing tool? I just had it. Oh, I put it back in here. Okay. This is just to make everything just look more, you don't have to distress your pictures, but it just makes it look a lot more aged and old. And I love everything to look old. That is my thing. A lot of us, that's our thing. So we like the distressed look. And let's use the glue stick. And we'll put that here. I love doing it like this because it's like I have little kits all made up. So all the decisions have already been made, so I can just put everything together. Which you can just do that even if you're not making a video. That's kind of a cool way of doing things. Like kind of set yourself up, make all your decisions, have a little stack of them, and then you can just start working on them. And then this is one of my postage stamps. It's going to go right there. Like that. Could have made that up a little. Oh, cool. I was like, I would like that to be a little further up, and and it moved by itself. So perfect. So check that out. Isn't that pretty? What do I have to go in here? Did I put anything? Oh, okay. I know what I was going to put in here. Okay. I didn't put anything in here because I know what I'm going to do. I am going to use I printed out a bunch of letters. Where are they? Yes, they're right here. Are these all the ones I printed on? Yeah. I have a nice little stash of like love letters and documents. So Google old letters and documents and you'll be able to find some online. Also in books, people sell them on eBay. So I do want this to look a little more aged, but I don't want to take too much time. So what you can do to age a paper, especially for something so big, you can work just right from the pad. And just go like this. And this just adds some automatic quick aging to the paper without having to hem and haw too much. Especially using this tea color. What is this? This tea dye color, or using the antique linen. And you can use, if you have vintage photo, use vintage photo. That's another good aging one. Okay, so we have this here, and we're going to fold this up into an envelope. We got to get this envelope small enough. Let's do it like this. Perfect. Because this needs to fit into this envelope. So this is how I'm going to do it. How big can this be? This could be a little bit bigger. So actually, let's make this a little bit larger. Let's see, because it needs to fit in there. And this will fit in there. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to fold this up here at the bottom a little bit. And then we'll fold this again, like that. And then we'll fold this like this. And let's just make sure this fits in here. So it's like an envelope within an envelope, which I think is so cool. And does this fit in here? Yeah, this will fit in here. I did that just perfectly. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. And I'll show you something else I'm going to do. Is I have all of these already all pre-made, these wax seals. I'm going to put a wax seal on there. Now I'm not going to glue it completely shut. I'm just going to put the wax seal on just like this upper part here with some hot glue. So it looks like had a wax seal on it, but you can still open it, okay? You know, I seen a lady and she used that, it's a glue by Eileen's Tacky, and it's a double stick glue, and you can put it on here and then it will it's removable, so you can take it on and off, which I need to get that. It's like glue dots, and you can make your own glue dots that way too. Okay, so we did this, and I'm going to stamp this front right here to make it look like a postage stamp, like it's a piece of postage, or you can hand write on here. You know, I'm going to use the brown. I've been using the black so much. Let's use the brown. Just for the sake of, you know, the video. Otherwise, I need to write on one of them. I'll do that on another time. Just for the sake of time, we're going to do this. Okay, and this looks kind of faded, but it looks cool like that, though. Makes it look even more old. And then a postage stamp, which I have right here, a bunch of them. I keep all my handmade postage stamps in here, and I also have real stamps too that I've collected. I want to use one of my handmade ones. Which one do I want to use? This one's speaking to me. So that's my postage, handmade postage stamp. We'll put that in the corner. And what's cool about it is you can make them really nice and big. Like, these are big. I know they're way bigger than regular postage stamps. But I wanted it to be, I just thought big ones would be really cool. See how it has the perforated edges on it? You do that with thinning shears. So cool. Okay, let's just do some inking on the edges here, just so it looks a little bit older. This adds to the age of everything. And even inside of here, just a little bit of ink right here. Okay, so we did all that. And then you know what I want to put in here? I'm going to show you. These roses, I dried them in a book. And these roses came, we went and saw Boys to Men about a month ago. And at the end of their show, they give roses to the women. And so I dried it. And so these are the petals. Isn't that so cool? So I'm going to put that in the middle. And that's like a little memento of my Boys to Men going to that concert. Isn't that fabulous? I love it. You know what else I have sitting here? A little tea bag. So I'm going to put a little tea bag in here too. All right. And all of that will stay in here. Now, to keep everything together, we need to put a paper clip in here. See, if I had that Eileen's tacky, like tack it over and over, you can make these little glue dots. You put them on a bunch of wax paper and then you can just peel them off and they're still sticky, and I could use that right on the bottom here, and that could keep this whole thing closed. But we don't have that, so let's take 2 rusted paper clips. And that'll keep this whole thing closed up. Oh, that looks so good, doesn't it? With those little, let's just get those. All right, had some roses come out. Yeah, everything's in there. So there we go. And then that's gonna go in here. There we go. I mean, it just fits in there too. So there we go. Love it. There's another one. All right, let's get another one done. We'll do that for last. Okay, what's in here? Okay. So I've already inked everything up on it. Let's close it. And let's open it up. I'm going to use my steak knife on this one. Okay, so now it's opened up, so it can be used as a pocket. And sometimes the glue right here doesn't stick, so let's just use my glue stick there. Okay, so we got to stamp it, right? And let's use, what did we use last time? We use this one again. I just used that other one. And let's use black ink this time. Oh, I'm gonna stamp that upside down. Hold it. Just a second. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? I love it. This is one of my postage stamps, a little smaller one. I'm going to put that up in the corner. Okay. And these are going to be so fabulous for our junk journals, aren't they? I love it. And then look at the picture of this little black girl. Isn't she just precious? I love it. And I love finding vintage pictures of black people or little black children, because at that time, pictures were rare anyway for anybody. But at that time, especially for black people or for little black children. So I just really treasure these pictures, because there's you don't find, it's not easy to find pictures of black people from a long time ago, or black children. So I really treasure those pictures. Okay, now this piece of lace. I'll glue this on. Okay, so that's, I wanted to tack that down. That was the first thing right there. So stop moving around. All right, let's tack this down. Okay, and then tack that down. There we go. Look how cool that's looking. I love it. And again, I didn't put anything in here because we're going to do the same thing. But you know what I might do? You know what I might do is, oh, I did this. I took one of these like tags like this, and I put this on here. You get these from Dollar Tree. So let's just age this up a little bit. Give it a little, so it's not so white. Let's do it to the other side too, just in case we see it. And while we're at it, we can also age up this a little bit. It's gonna look a little more aged. Just, oh my God! Once you become an inker like this, you just have to ink everything. You're like, I just don't feel. It's like you don't feel complete unless you ink it. And then I hear some people say they don't ink. I'm like, how can you not ink? Shoot, they're saving themselves the hassle. That's what they're doing. You know, I want to stamp something on here. Let me just find a little stamp. I have some stamps sitting right here. I have a postage stamp and this little calligraphy stamp. I love collecting postage, calligraphy, all that kind of stuff. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Put this here. Okay. And that was a little tag, and I just tied it onto that in the middle on this tag. So this kind of like hangs off. And then this is the calligraphy nib. We're going to put that, we're going to do two of them. One there, one here. There we go. Look how cool that looks. I love it. And then also another letter. You know, we just did a letter, so let's just do something different. Does this fit in here? All right, let's do this. I have a copy dyed. I always copy dye up a bunch of these index cards. So let's just stamp some message on here. Whatever I come across first. Or let's just do this. Oh, let's do this one. Look how cool this is. That's a Tim Holtz stamp. I love it. We'll just do that on there. And just make ourselves a little tag. And what'll be nice is there's lines on the back. So it could also be a journaling card, which I don't journal on anything. I like making the journals. I don't like writing the journals. So everything I put into a journal is kind of like my journaling. You know, like I told you the little story about the little black children or black people that I like. The reason I like to collect pictures of them. It's my collection visually. It's visual journaling. And I love the little girls like this, and I love mixing people together because I believe that that's how we should be in this world. So I love mixing all different races of people together in my work and bringing people together. I think when we bring ourselves together, we will have more peace in this world, which we need, don't we? We need more peace. Okay, the world is going through some stuff. Woo. The United States is, the world is, it's just everything. But that's why we have our art and our crafting, so we can come in here and just enjoy ourselves. Okay, and then I love that. And then I want to, you know, do I have my, oh, here it is. Do I have my other corner jumper, or do I only have this one? Okay. We'll use my corner chomper. This one has a little bit fancier little edges on it. Alright, so we corner chomped that and made ourselves a little tag. Okay? Real quick. So now we have all of this, right? So we have this, and then I have this little ledger piece of paper here. And let's just put all this in this ledger. And then I think we'll have to fold it like this to get everything in there. And then put a little paper clip on it. And while we're at it, I just found this little piece of paper with some French writing. This little, just stacking things together. I love that idea. I got that from Angie, Miss Angie. She's a junk journaler, and she doesn't have a channel. And the way that she's become kind of famous on YouTube is she just sends people junk journals. And the style I'm showing you is similar to her type of style. And I learned a lot of things I learned from her. And I learned from her like years ago, like 14 years ago when I first started this whole junk journaling world. And so, anyway, look at that. That's fabulous. That's another one. How long have we been on here for? Okay, we're almost done, so we'll just finish all of them. Okay, so again, I already did all the browning of the paper. Okay, let's glue this one, glue that together. And on this one, we'll go ahead, this one's a pretty big one, so we'll go ahead and rip it. The reason I don't like to rip the smaller ones, because I may rip it too much, but there's a lot more ripping room to make it look right. And if we're gonna cut it, just cut it a little bit, see? Oops, that didn't work. Let's try it again. All right, let's try ripping it from the other side. This envelope is a lot thicker. This is a nicer envelope I got from Hobby Lobby. They're a little bit thicker than those other ones I got from Dollar Tree. Okay, so then look at, I love how that ripped. Okay, and then let's stamp it with the postage stamp. All of our little steps. And I already have all my little pieces right here ready to go. Oh, you know what, on this one I had this little piece of muslin that I was just gonna put like right there just for a little something something, so I'm gonna put that on there. I'll show it to you in a second. Just the littlest things can just make a difference. It's not one big thing usually. It's just a bunch of little things. It can just make a big difference. See that little piece of muslin? Just put that on there. Just because we can, and that little extra little layer just makes a difference, in my opinion. There we go. There's our postage stamp. Carte postal. Alright, so let's get our lace on here. So I have this piece of lace, but it wasn't long enough, so I just cut out 2 pieces to get it long enough. So this will go here, and then this will go, wait. Did I have it to go this way? Nope, I had it going this way. Okay, let's just start gluing this on. Oh, I need some more glue stick. We'll make a little bit longer video today. I got a little bit behind in videos this week, so I didn't put out as many. And for those of you who watch my Dollar Tree hauls, I'll have one tomorrow. I'm going to make one tomorrow, and also I need to announce the winner, so I'll make a separate video for the winner of my last Dollar Tree haul, and then we'll have a giveaway in that haul. So just look for that tomorrow. This is Saturday. Okay, and then we're going to put this on here. We'll put it this way. Okay. And then we'll cut that off. Yeah, I just got 2 pieces just to add on to this because it wasn't long enough, so it's long enough now. It's long enough now. There we go. And then I got these 2 little pieces of, I don't know, leftover doily pieces. We're going to put one there, one at the bottom, and this little piece here. See, I keep all these little pieces. Keep all those little bits, because you can do stuff like this with all those little bits. See, I keep a little, this is from Dollar Tree, and you get 2 of them in a pack, and I keep all those little fabric bits like that. And I just keep it beside me, so when I need, so these are like little embellishments, little scrap pieces of nothing. And they make the best little embellishments, in my opinion. So when we always say, don't throw this away, there's a reason. Little scrap pieces of paper, like even the really little small ones, is how I make these, my stamps. So again, I always say, even the smallest little pieces, don't throw it away. I mean, eventually you're going to have to throw something away, but I have a hard time. Oh. Okay. And that's what my handmade stamp looks like. And then look at this little precious baby. Isn't she just precious? I love children. They're just so innocent and precious. Okay. Again, where is it? Okay, got a little mess going on my desk, like always. Let's stress this picture. Graphics Fairy. She has a lot of pictures of children. I got a lot of pictures of children, and just vintage, like vintage pictures of children, and just even adult. She has them. Also, if you can look up public domain vintage pictures, you'll find a bunch of pictures online for free too, and they're public domain. So, all right. And always be looking in old books and stuff too for pictures. And then once you find them, make sure that you make copies of them. Load them up in your computer, make copies. I have folders just of pictures, images on my computer and printed off, so I can always have them. Oh, you know what I didn't do? But it's fine. At least it's aged. I didn't ink it. Can you believe that? That's fine. But let's do this. Let's ink the envelope where I ripped it. Doesn't that look how much cooler that looks. Love it. Okay, do we have anything for the inside of this one? No, we don't. We're going to do a love letter for this one. Oh, actually, let's do some, I have tags from my, these are tags. Let me see. I want to make sure you guys can see them. These are tags from my latest printables, Christmas printables. These are the tags. So these are all printed off. So I'll show you these, and then I'll show you some of my printables at the end that you can fold up and put into signatures. So we'll cut some of these. We'll cut some of these up and put them in there. I thought I'll share these with you. Okay. All right. Let's cut this one up. Okay. All right, so let's just cut some of these out really quickly, and we'll use some of these. I mean, I just took these off the printer right before I made this video, or I would have had these already cut out. We'll cut these two. All right. What else do we got? You guys know I love this little girl right here, so we will cut her out. And for the sake of time, we won't distress and ink these because we ain't got. We're towards the end of the video, and we need to be wrapping this up soon. So these will just go in here. Fabulous, huh? And you know what? Let's do one little thing with these. Oops. Trim that very good. I can do something quick with these. We can Maybe this will go on the, yeah, that'll, well, no, this is fatter. This, she'll go in the, she'll get sandwiched in the middle. There we go. And then, where are they? Right here? Yeah. My, whatever 2 tags I pick out is what we'll use. And I'm gonna look. These are my vintage labels that I made. Like I said, just look up how to make old vintage labels and you will see how to make these. Do I have a brad here? I mean, I'm distressing a bunch of my brads, so I don't think I have a brad. Oh shoot, I wanted a brad for this. All right, I don't have a brad because I'm distressing them all. So we're going to take this like that, and just to keep them together, we're going to staple them. Just to keep them like that, but just a little piece of nothing. So like a little piece of lace of some sort at the top. So we'll just take this little piece of lace like that. Put that at the top. Staple this again. I wanted to put a little brad on here, but I don't have that. And I have this little safety pin, which I wish was rusted, but I'm rusting a bunch of safety pins right now, so that's the way it is. And we'll just put this little safety pin on here, and that'll look really cool. Let it hang off the corner or something, however it gets on here. There we go. And we need to staple this too again. This is, there we go. Look how cool that looks. Got a little safety pin there, just hanging off. And we have all this, okay? And all of that will go in here. Okay? Next. All right, next we have this one. And on the back of it, you know what? I didn't do it on the other one, but I want to do it on this one. Let's just stamp it with my postage stamp. On the back here. Oh, I think I should have put that up higher. Oh, it doesn't matter. Look how cool that looks. I love it. Okay, and then what do we have in here? Oh, okay, what I wanted to do was decorate. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to layer. These are just some scrap pieces of paper. And we're just going to do a quick collage with all of these. Then layer this here on it, and then put her picture here, okay? Let's take her picture really quickly, though, and distress it. Look at her, look at this little precious baby. Isn't that, she just precious? Just ink whatever ink's left on this. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick little collage. Quick little collage. Bam. And then we'll put this here, we'll put that there. Sure. I can't believe I'm doing this many today. I should have probably just done like 3, but oh well. You can get to see. We got a lot of cool ideas, I think, today. So okay. So just a quick little collage there, and then this is some muslin, and we just want to put that down like this, I think. and then put her picture on top of this muslin. Do you want the muslin to go like that? Yeah. So it's bunched up like that. Yeah, perfect. So just tack this muslin down in just a few places. Okay, so we want that kind of messy. Shocker. And then we want to hot glue this down because we're going to hot glue it down to paper. Or we're going to hot glue it down to that muslin, so the hot glue is going to hold it really nicely. When you're going to hot glue down to something like this with fabric and all these layers, I would just use a glue stick. Fabulous. I love that. What am I seeing? I'm seeing like we need something else. Right. Yeah, like that. We need something else right there to finish that off. For some reason it just feels like it needs something. I could be wrong. There we go. There we go. It just seemed like it needed something else on the side of there. Ooh, this paper is so crumbly. It's so old. This book is from like the 1800s. And it is just crumbly, crumbly, crumbly. Yeah, I like that. Just a little something, something. It's sticking good to the paper part, but not to the fabric part. So let's just glue that down a little bit more. There we go. Look at that. Fabulous. Okay, and then let's just grab a few more. I should have these cut out, but it's fine. Let's just do a few more of my tags, my Christmas tags really quick. There's that. Cut this one. Go. So all right, so we have some more little tags here, and then we have some tags here, so we're just gonna take all of those and put those in right there. So then we have that. Okay, and then we have that on the back. Looks good. And then we have this last one. Let me show you what this is made out of. This is made out of my Christmas printables, shabby chic Christmas printables. And so I printed these off on paper. There's this one. there's that one, and then there's that one. Okay, so how I made this, I'll show you really quickly, is I made it out of just one of my printables, just by folding it up and making a, let's see if I want to do it like this, yes, and making an envelope out of it. If I use this, well, yeah, that'll work, I think. So we want to make a little envelope out of it. I'm not going to completely fold this yet to make sure of what I want to do. Yeah. Okay, so just fold that up, fold this over for the flap. Kind of decide how I want to fold this so that okay. I'm trying to get that little girl's face in there. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so at least enough of her face will be in here. So whatever you want in the in your envelope, fold it that way. So at least we have a little bit of her face right there. Okay, and then we want this the size of one of our, maybe our largest envelopes. So I just measure it up like that. Rip this off here so it's about right there. Save that, of course. And look, now we have another envelope. Okay, but I want to cut that off, and let's corner chomp the ends here so it looks like an envelope. I could have taken off that little white line right there, but I'm not going to worry about it. And I could have used my corner chomper, but I just went ahead and did it by hand. And there we go. So we have our envelope here. And then you can either use your double stick tape like that, but for the sake and ease of this video, I'm just going to use my glue stick to shut this envelope. There we go. And then we want to shut this, right? Close this envelope up, so we got to use our glue stick. Shut our envelope up. There we go. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we gotta we want to open it up. There we go. And there's a little piece right here that you have to glue back. This piece here at the top. And then it still opens, right? Yeah. Just that little flap at the top needs to be glued down. So glue that flap down. Once you cut that open, you gotta glue that. You have to glue that little flap down if you decide to make one like this. And then this opens up. It should better. Come on. There we go. So now we have it open. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And then, so that's how I made this one. Okay. And then, let's just throw some things in here. Like I have this tag here. I have this tag. So this is one of my tags. We have this one. Ooh, I have these little, what do you call these, cellophane envelopes that I made. So let's just throw some, I have some little tickets here. Let's just throw a bunch of these little tickets in here, just so we have something in there. There we go. And then this can all go together, just like that. And we need a paper clip. And I have these little rose gold ones, so let's use that. Even though I have some rusted ones, we'll use that for something different. And so we have all of that. Just bam, that quick and easy. And we'll put that in here. And since this one is already made out of my Christmas printables, there's no reason, in my opinion, to even decorate that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. So you know what? The only thing left I want to do is put a stamp on here, and then we're done. Where are my stamps? Okay, here we go. And we might even put a real stamp on there, because I think that this, I see one sitting right here that I think is going to really match. See, look how pretty that is. That's really going to match. I was at a garage sale and I bought this book. It was a big thick book, and somebody had been collecting stamps. And so I just took all the stamps out, and if I couldn't take them, rip them off the page, I cut them off, and then that's how I got all those stamps. So always be looking at garage sales and thrift stores for all this kind of stuff, for old stuff like this. Look how fabulous that looks. I love it. Okay, so now we have all of this. And this goes like this. We have all of this. Oh, I can even put this here. All these envelopes. And we have our stack of envelopes. I'm just putting them in here according to size. So we have all of our envelopes like this. We have a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 envelopes. And our twine. Piece of twine, and we'll finish this up. And we will twine all this together. Now, you need an extra finger, right, when you're going to tie something like this. So let me show you the little trick that I have. Because I never have that extra finger because I'm here in my craft room. Use a pencil. And hold the pencil down with your hand. And this is whether you're tying a bow or just a knot. And I'm just tying a knot. Okay, and just kind of work that pencil out, work it out. Bam. And there we go. And now we have all of our postages, our stack of postage letters. Beautiful. Isn't that pretty? And you can just stick this in your junk journal. Stick it anywhere in your junk journal. You could also, on the front of my junk journal, I like to stack a bunch of stuff on top of my front of my junk journal and tie a big bow around it and put that in. Now, if this is too big, you could just take 3 of these letters and bundle together, and then take 2 more and bundle them together, so it's not too thick in your junk journal if you think it's too thick. So, but or you could take 1 or 2 of these and bundle them together and put them in a pocket. You could just put 1 in a pocket. So there's so many ways you can use these bundles of postage. And like this one isn't as thick, see, so this one actually will fit right on a junk journal page. And then take you can even just take 3 of them, bind these together, put them in a pocket, or take a big paper clip like I have right here, one of these big paper clips, and paper clip this into your journal. How cool would that look? So there's so many things you can do. Okay, you guys, that is it. Thank you for sticking with me. I know this was kind of a long one. How long are we on here for? Oh yeah, hour and a half. But anyway, this was fun. This was a lot of fun, a lot of good crafting for the afternoon. I enjoyed it. I hope you did. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And join our group. It's called Our Magical Little Place. There's a clickable link below. And if you make these show, but if you do other things, art journal, junk journal, knit, crochet, just come, share, get inspired, be inspired. If you have a YouTube channel, if you have an Etsy shop or any type of shop like that, you're selling your craft stuff, you can leave links, okay? All right, you guys, that is it for this one. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.